Hey, creative cousins, it's your favorite coloring book artist, Lala. And listen, today's video is for anyone who's ever looked around and thought, why does everything look the same now? Grab your coloring supplies, your drink, and your snacks, or don't. You don't have to color if you don't want to. You can just sit here with me. This is a low pressure space. Nothing to prove, nothing to perform. And if you're new here, welcome. I make coloring books, but really, I make space for creativity to breathe again. And if you've been here before, you already know, we talk real over here. So today, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while now. Whatever happened to the importance of being creative? And why does everything feel so cookie cutter right now? So let's jump into it. I literally took a break from social media for a whole year, and it seems like the things that I saw that were created were kind of all the same. You know what I miss? I miss when creativity didn't need an explanation. When we were kids, nobody asked us why we chose a certain color. Nobody said, that doesn't go together. Nobody told us we were doing it wrong. You just colored, you made stuff, purple trees, green skin, blue suns, and it didn't mean anything. But at the same time, it meant everything. You weren't thinking about likes, trends, algorithms, or even if someone else did it better already. You weren't even thinking about being creative. You just were. And somewhere along the way, we just lost that ease. Somewhere between growing up, paying bills, and being perceived. Creativity started feeling like a luxury instead of a need. If you're enjoying this moment, if this video feels like a breath instead of noise, I want to ask for something real quick, and it's completely free. Subscribing, liking, or even leaving a comment might seem small, but it actually helps my work travel further than I can get it on my own. It tells YouTube, this matters. It tells the algorithm, more of this please. And for me, it supports my journey of becoming a full-time artist. Someone who gets to create from the heart and share it with the community. So if you feel connected, if you believe creativity still matters, or if you just like coloring with me, that's one of the easiest ways to support my space. All right, back to coloring. I miss when creativity wasn't trying to keep up with anything. Because right now, especially online, creativity feels like it's on a treadmill. And if you fall behind, you're invisible. If you're an artist on social media, you already know the trends I'm talking about. The hyper-polished digital portraits with the same glossy lighting, the faceless aesthetic illustrations that are technically beautiful but empty, the trendy line art, figures with tiny noses, neutral expressions, and muted tones. The reels where everyone uses the same sound, same pacing, same reveal. And listen, I'm not saying those artists aren't talented. They absolutely are. But a lot of what's popular right now is about replication, not exploration. It's like, oh, this did well for them. Let me do my version. Or, oh, this color palette is trending. Let me switch mine. Or, oh, this pose gets saves. Let me recreate it. And slowly, the art starts losing its voice. Back when creativity felt free, you weren't asking, will this perform? You were asking, what feels good to me today? And that shift, that's everything. Let's talk specifics because I know you see it too. The same fonts, clear sans serif, all lowercase, rounded edges, minimal personality. The same color palettes, beige, sage green, dusty pink, warm brown, off-white. The same poses, 3/4 turn, eyes looking away, hands near the face, soft smile, no expression. The same vibes, soft but distant, aesthetic but detached, pretty but safe. And again, there is nothing wrong with these things individually. But when everyone's doing it, that's when creativity turns into a template. And here's my moment of transparency. Even when I made this video, I was super nervous. I almost didn't add my voice because I thought, who am I to say this? What if people think I'm just bitter? Or what if this gets judged, misunderstood, or taken out of context? That fear, that's the same fear keeping people stuck in sameness. And I had to sit with myself and realize, if I'm afraid to speak, honestly, this conversation matters. And let's not forget 2025. That year made copy culture loud. We saw entire art styles duplicated overnight. Coloring books copied page for page. Character concepts reimagined a little too closely, and artists' work scraped, remixed, reposted without credit. And instead of asking, is this ethical? We ask, is this legal? That's wild, because creativity isn't just about output, it's about respect. And when originality stops being valued, artists stop taking risks. I want to talk about something personal here. A lot of us don't actually know what our creative voice sounds like anymore. We know what's trending, we know what performs, but when someone asks, what's your style? We freeze because it got buried under comparison. Reclaiming creativity isn't about forcing originality. It's about remembering what feels natural to you. The colors you always reach for, the themes you always turn to, the things you made before you knew what branding was. That's not random, that's your fingerprint. Here's some things that changed for me. I stopped treating creativity like I had to produce it. Not every session needs a result. Not everything needs to be shared. Some creativity is just maintenance, like stretching, breathing, or resting. That's why coloring is so powerful. It's process over product, feeling over function, presence over performance. Now, if you're thinking, okay, but how do I break out of this? Try this. Create without posting. Let something exist for you. Use ugly tools. Broken crowns or markers, no pressure. Scroll less before creating. Let your ideas come first. Follow artists who confuse you. Confusion means growth. Ask better questions. Not will this do well, but how does this feel? If you've been feeling disconnected lately, it's not because you lost your creativity. It's because you've been surviving in a world that rewards sameness. Your job isn't to keep up. It's just to come back to yourself. And if this video felt like a breath, a pause, a reminder, subscribing, liking, or commenting is a free way to support my journey toward becoming a full-time artist, and it helps this kind of space exist. No pressure, just gratitude. Thank you for coloring with me. Thank you for choosing something softer. I'll see you next time.